when I got back from Iraq, I was, very, very jumpy. I had I could feel like I had some mental health issues developing. I started drinking more, etc. Even though this was happening, I was a very functional alcoholic, and I got the opportunity to apply back to West Point to work in the Office of Admissions. So I submitted my application. My resume from an Army perspective was excellent. They allowed me to come back to West Point, which really helped me on the drinking side of town because you can't really show up to the West Point smelling like liquor or being like half cocked because, you get caught at the institution. And so while I was at West Point, I was a captain getting prepared to go to my next command station. And so you have to have a captain's physical. So I had the captain's physical, and I had complained before about having headaches and not being able to talk, my voice going away. And this time I actually set my foot down and said, "Hey, could you please give me an MRI or a CT scan? I think there's really something wrong with me, and it's been this way for quite some time." So they did it. The next couple of days, I get called back in. They're like, "Dude, you got a brain tumor the size of a golf ball. We need to have surgery immediately because this thing could kill you." And so that's how I found out initially. And so everything that had been going through with the war got brushed to the side because now I had to worry about potentially dying of having this brain tumor.
Yeah. The question is, how long have you had it? That would be the first question, right? Because how long did you start? Because it started growing before you started feeling it,
That's right.
and yeah, and that just tells you how bad we normally are. I'm not saying you didn't go get looked at right away, but there's things that you have to be taken care of. Even when you get out as a vet, you have to go get help and see other things.
Well, can I tell you a little secret, Ed? So
No,
I knew that I had this brain tumor when I was at West Point as a freshman playing football. My headaches would get so bad playing football the first couple years that I actually had to quit the football team. I was so scared to go to the doctor and have something wrong with me and getting put out because I had just seen a guy who was an awesome athlete who had a lot of concussions get sent home from West Point and not given anything. They didn't graduate him anything. And I was like, dude, I gotta graduate from West Point. I got my mom dependent on me. I got family dependent on me to go out there, graduate from this institution, and make some of that officer money so that I could help out. And so I had to give up football, and I hid this secret for the next 2 years, and then it went away a bit as I was in the army. But then during Iraq, it just started getting worse and worse. And then by the time I got to West Point, it was really like, dude, we have to get something done about this.
all right. And so, how soon? So you had surgery right away,
Had surgery right away.
and then how long did it take you to recover from the surgery?
It took me probably a year and some change to actually get back because after I had the surgery, half my face was paralyzed. I couldn't walk, so I had to learn how to walk again. So I was in a wheelchair. Then I graduated to a walker. Next thing you know, I taught myself how to run again, and I was pushing myself pretty hard during this process. And at the same time, the army told me that they're going to medically retire me. So I had to figure out what the heck am I going to do next. And being aggressive as I am, I started looking into civilian jobs, what I could do next, looking into education.